This is a story from Reddit about a young woman whose boyfriend suddenly disappears in the middle of the night, all because she didn't join him on the couch. But as the story unfolds, the reasons are deeper and more painful than they first seem. Last night, my boyfriend of 6 months slept over at my apartment. I have a small bed, as well as a pull-out couch that's a lot bigger. Usually, when he sleeps over, we sleep on the pull-out. Around 1 a.m., I start becoming sleepy and lay in my bed because the couch is not yet pulled out. He warns me not to fall asleep because he wants to sleep together in the pull-out, and I say I won't. But of course, I fall asleep. I don't remember much of what happened next because I was half asleep. I remember him asking me over and over to join him on the couch, which is a couple feet away from my bed. But I was tired and I kept saying no. I can get pretty cranky when I'm tired, so I'm sure I wasn't the nicest either. This has happened before, and he usually just picks me up and takes me to the couch. This time he didn't, so I fell back asleep. I woke up about an hour later and made my way over to the couch to sleep with him. But he was gone. I thought maybe he was in the bathroom or something, but when I turned on all the lights, all his stuff was gone. My front door was unlocked, so I'm now assuming he left completely. I called him at least 5 or 6 times, and he did not pick up. I text him asking him where he is, and I get annoyed because I realize he might have left simply because I was not on the couch with him. Regardless, I am worried about him. Also, it's 3 a.m. and my door has been unlocked for who knows how long, so I'm freaked out. I lock my door quickly and try to fall back asleep. When I wake up in the morning, I see texts from him stating that he did indeed leave because I lied to him and then got angry. He said he told me he wasn't going to stay over if I didn't sleep with the couch with him. I have zero recollection of any of these conversations. I am feeling hurt because I feel like he left completely out of spite and also majorly overreacted. I also, on the other hand, feel like it's my fault and I was too lazy to walk the couple feet to the couch to sleep with him. Or maybe I was nasty to him when I was half asleep and he was trying to get me to join him. I do really love this man. How can I work through this with him? Any advice would be appreciated. Thank you. Update. I texted him that I need a break to reevaluate our relationship. He is apologizing profusely and said he thought that I would be even angrier if he moved me since I apparently yelled at him and cursed him out when he tried to get me up the first time. I don't remember this, but is more likely than probable since I have a short fuse when I'm tired. He said he tried to flip the lock on the inside of my door and thought it locked. Direct quotes. I didn't think me leaving would be such a huge blow to you, and thought you were most likely aware I was leaving anyways because I left minutes after you yelled at me that I was pissing you off. I had been looking forward to seeing you and sleeping the night. I thought I had made it clear I was leaving if we weren't sleeping in the same bed. I didn't want to text you or leave a note or something because I was in a really bad mood and knew that it would only harm our relationship and I would regret it and regret hurting you by saying something I didn't mean. You had literally just yelled at me that I was pissing you off and had just told me that that bed was way more comfortable, so I assumed you would be really pissed if I tried to pick you up. Also, it was really late, and I was doing damage control on my sleeping time, and picking you up and escalating things didn't seem like a good idea. In my opinion, I still don't understand why he couldn't just stay, and we could talk about this in the morning. Also, you can't check that the door is locked? As for the age gap comments, I usually don't date men older than me. I had many concerns about us when we first started BC of that. He has never dated someone younger either. His last relationship lasted 3 years, and she was the same age as him. They also ended amicably. We were all previously co-workers, and I knew a lot about the situation, so I do believe it to be the truth. I don't notice the age gap often, as we always have stuff to talk about, and do have a lot in common. I do have a feeling that if I put my age as older on this, the responses would be a little different, so I'm also taking that into consideration. That being said, when I'm 30, who knows if I'd ever want to date a 22-year-old? Probably not. Lots to consider. I need space and time from him, absolutely. Final update. I want to thank everyone for their concern and validating comments. I do think a lot of the comments have made me slightly uncomfortable, so I'm choosing to delete this post pretty soon. I did not expect it to blow up like this, so I learned my lesson. At this moment, we are taking space so I can think about our relationship. At the end of the day, It's not up to 700 strangers to decide the outcome of my relationship. It is my decision. And I think I got lost in all of this. My BF is not abusive in the slightest. Is he a man baby?
Yes.
Did he act like a stupid asshole?
Yes.
It is not my job to parent him or coddle him. If he cannot work through his issues with insecurity, there's no point in staying with him. I've been with an abusive man, my own age, and I can never go back to living like that again. I think a snapshot of our relationship was overblown into many accusations and assumptions that simply aren't true, but that's what happens on the internet, and I willingly posted this. I have many problems myself, but that doesn't mean I don't deserve a healthy and loving partner. I struggle with anger issues, depressive episodes, and am overall a difficult person to get close to. He has been extraordinarily supportive throughout our relationship and extremely patient with me. The past 6 months with him have been amazing otherwise, and I finally feel happy with having someone in my life. This, however, does not excuse his behavior, nor does it mean his behavior will change. It is up to me to decide if this will be a deal breaker or not, and I still don't know. We have had conversations about this before. He wants to share a bed when he comes over, and I knew that. I still don't think me falling asleep warrants him leaving in the middle of the night. I ask that people think before commenting that somebody is abusive. It's a strong accusation and should not be thrown around lightly, which is what seems to be happening a lot on this post. Thank you for all the kind messages and the genuine concern. It means so much. I will be okay. Thanks for listening. What would you have done in her situation? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more emotional Reddit stories.